Welcome back to the CryptoWorld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Bitcoin price is trading above an important level of resistance. And also, I've just created a new Bitcoin indicator that reveals macro market lows. So this will be important to pay attention to. But just before we get into that, let's first take a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And obviously, if you've been watching my Bitcoin videos over the past few days, I've been talking about this Bitcoin fractal, which is basically a copy of this previous price action. And at the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is experiencing a short-term move back to the upside, which is pretty much exactly what this Bitcoin fractal has been telling us will happen over the past few days. So for those of you that have been watching my Bitcoin update videos over the past few days, hopefully this Bitcoin fractal helped you make more money in the crypto markets. And of course, what we are seeing right now on the 12-hour time frame hasn't changed over the past couple days. In case you are new to the channel, we've got the parabolic stop and reverse indicator sitting in the green. We've got the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI in a short-term uptrend, and also the 12-hour MACD in a shorter-term uptrend sitting in the green. And what I've been telling you for days now is the last time all three of these indicators were pointing in the bullish direction was around a month ago, just before we really confirmed a shorter term uptrend in the Bitcoin price that lasted for around 2 weeks approximately. And so as I have been saying for a few days now, I do expect perhaps a shorter term uptrend to begin. And at the time of recording this video, this is playing out pretty well so far. And what's very interesting is even though we're seeing some short term bullish price action, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index has just plunged further into extreme fear, which means there is a lot of people panicking in the markets right now that are still bearish on the Bitcoin price. And we've also been seeing that in the Bitcoin short positions as the short positions are increasing. So all of this is just increasing our chances of seeing some more short-term bullish price action. And only just as I'm recording this video, Bitcoin is pumping above 40,000, which is beginning to invalidate this head and shoulders pattern, which was possibly forming. But also, like I've been saying for a couple days now, in order to confirm this pattern, we need to see the Bitcoin price come back down towards around 35,000 and then see a confirmed break below 35,000. And so if we do not see that happen, then this pattern simply does not confirm. So unless this candle somehow turns into a massive wick to the upside and we quickly see another dump back to the downside within the next few hours, then it is pretty safe to say that this possible head and shoulders pattern is now completely invalidated. And right now, Bitcoin is trying to break above 40,000, but we haven't confirmed a break above 40,000. I want to make that clear. Some of the confirmations that I personally pay attention to is a spike or surge in the volume, or if we see something like a daily candle close above 40,000, that would be great to see. And also, by the way, the next daily candle close is also a monthly candle close. So obviously seeing a monthly candle close above 40,000 would also be great to see. And sometimes we can play out something like a retest, which if that plays out, basically if we flip 40,000 into new support again, that is also bullish for Bitcoin. Now giving you a quick update on the VPVR indicator, obviously Bitcoin has seen a perfect bounce from this important range of support, and our next massive range of resistance according to this indicator on the daily time frame is coming in at around 45,000 approximately and going up towards around 49,000, close to 50,000. Now zooming all the way out to the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, and this indicator right here actually comprises of two indicators, which is the 120-week exponential moving average and the 120-week simple moving average. When you combine those two indicators together, what we normally see is the green line cross underneath the red line anytime the Bitcoin price is at a bear market bottom. So for any of the bears out there that do believe Bitcoin might be in a bear market right now, in a scenario like that, I would be paying attention to moving averages like this to possibly help determine a bear market bottom. And obviously right now we haven't seen a cross just yet. And when I was making that bear market bottom indicator, that was inspired by the pi cycle top indicator, which is also comprised of two moving averages, but these moving averages normally cross when we're at a bull market top. And what is very interesting is that these two moving averages in the pi cycle top indicator crossed back in April last year when Bitcoin was at around 65,000 just before the crash down towards 30,000. And before that, we also saw a cross in this indicator in December 2017, right at that bull market top. And then again in December 2013, right at that bull market top. And even during April 2013 in that intermediary top in the middle of the 2013 bull market. And so because of some indicators like this, that has led some people to believe that we could be in a bear market. And the entire reason why there's even a debate whether or not Bitcoin might be in a bull market or a bear market is because the definitions aren't really that clear. For example, if the stock market pulls back by 20% to the downside, then that is the technical definition of a bear market in the stock market. But clearly we can't really use that same 20% rule in Bitcoin due to how volatile Bitcoin is. So if we use that same 20% rule, technically we would see multiple bear markets and bull markets every few months or so. So personally, how I would confirm a Bitcoin bear market is by simply looking at the highs and the lows on the macro timeframes. So talking about the weekly charts, the monthly charts, and on these much larger timeframes, if the Bitcoin price is forming lower highs and lower lows, then there's probably a good chance that we're in some sort of bear market. But then if the Bitcoin price on these much larger timeframes is forming higher highs and higher lows, then there's probably a good chance that we're in some sort of bull market. And if you're looking in the price action over the past 1 year, we're barely in a bear market and we're barely in a bull market. Because first of all, if you're looking at the highs, we've made slightly higher highs, but they're pretty close to horizontal highs. And if you're looking in the lows, at least so far, it is the same story. We've made slightly higher lows, but really not that much higher. So if anything, I'd compare the last 1 year to what we saw back in the end of 2019 and early 2020. Because if you're looking at that time period right there, we weren't really in a clear bull market or a clear bear market. Instead, it was kind of this weird in-between phase in the market. And now giving you a quick update on what is happening in the stock market, this bullish divergence that I've been talking about for days now is still playing out. Today, the S&P 500 index opened just below Friday's candle close, and the same thing also goes for the Nasdaq 100 index. Today, we opened around 1% below where we closed Friday, but at least at the time of recording this video, the stock market is holding up really well, all things considered. Anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before you click off, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already, because both of these videos are designed to help you make more money in the crypto market, whether or not prices are going up or down. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.